Watching News 3 now at 5. As some much-needed rain falls across southern Wisconsin, it is bad news for those hoping to attend concerts on the square. The event has been rescheduled until tomorrow night, the third consecutive week the concert has been postponed. The event's 40th season kickoff show was postponed 2 days in a row last month because of poor air quality conditions caused by Canadian wildfires. This week's show, a Wisconsin celebration, begins tomorrow night at 7. The performance will feature support from the community choir, Middleton High School Choir, and Ho-Chunk drummer Eric Logan and the Little Priest Singers. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti now out on the weather patio. He has more on what's happening in the weather, Gary.
Well, we had a tornado warning actually issued for far southern Wisconsin, southern portions of Greene County around 4 p.m. At 4 p.m., Doppler track shows one thunderstorm cell right around Cadiz, and that had enough rotation in it. The National Weather Service issued a tornado warning for a few minutes for far southern portions of Greene County south of Monroe. But that storm moved into northern Illinois, and as you can see over the last hour or so, that line of showers and thunderstorms now from about Janesville down to Rockford moving to the east. There is actually a tornado watch for northern Illinois until 10 p.m., but the severe weather threat, I think, is pretty much over with for southern Wisconsin, and that was just a marginal thing. We didn't even see any damage, at least that we know of, from that tornado warning. But you can see widespread rain. That is good news across southern Wisconsin. Visible cloud track shows that the clouds are going to linger with all that moisture around. Probably even see some fog overnight. Current temperatures held down because of the rain. 59 in Madison. Notice Janesville at 70. Temperatures are in the 70s to lower 80s across northern Illinois. That's why the severe weather threat is down to the south, whereas the cooler temperatures with the clouds and the showers keeping our severe weather threat pretty much very limited. 62 right now in Cross Plains, 60 in Deerfield, and 58 the current temperature in Sun Prairie. Look for showers to come to an end probably early this evening. There's just a slight chance for a shower or thunderstorm through the rest of the evening. Temperatures generally in the lower to middle 60s. Later on, I'll take a look at other prospects for rain over the next couple of days and a warm-up as we head into next week.
Gary, thank you. This summer's drought is a major concern for producers at the Dane County Farmers Market. Many are seeing smaller crops because of the dry summer we're having. There's also some good news. Kyle Pozorski spoke with farmers this morning to hear what they're doing to prevent losing their crops to abnormally dry conditions. Kyle?
It's a big topic amongst farmers as well as people buying the fresh produce in downtown Madison. Farmers I talked to tell me they're now investing more heavily in irrigation to resolve the issue. Josiah Harder, a farmer from Whitewater, says it was a big investment to dig a well and install his irrigation system, but it's paid off, making this summer just a bit more bearable.
We have irrigation set up, and that's a big investment we had to invest this year because of just no rain, especially coming into July. You know, we really look for a lot of rain through June, and we just have not got the inches that we needed.
Nearly every farmer I talked to this morning had doing similar measures rather. They need rain, and if nature isn't going to provide it, they need to adapt. Another farmer I spoke with says that the good thing is farmers are resilient and will make it through these tough times, even if it means struggling for a season. Coming up later this week, I'll have more on this on Saturday on Weekend Mornings from the farmers and how they're adapting this summer. To hear that, plus the impacts of this year's harvest, be sure to join us this Saturday at 5 and 8 a.m.
Kyle, thank you, and stay up to date on the weather with our first Warren Forecast weather app, hourly forecast, road conditions, and the latest radar. You can download it for free in your phone's app store. Just search WISC Weather. We're learning new information about a house fire in Cottage Grove that left one person dead. News 3's Shane Hogan shares the very latest from the scene.
We are on scene here in Cottage Grove as crews continue to work on this massive structure fire here on the 4600 block of Baxter Road. Now, the first call came in around 8:40 a.m. and as of about 11 a.m., crews from multiple agencies, including Cottage Grove, Stoughton, McFarland, and Dane County, are still here on scene. There is still continuous thick white smoke billowing from the area of this house. The scene remains under investigation at this time. Reporting in Cottage Grove, Shane Hogan, News 3 Now.
A woman is grappling with emotions of her own after her emotional support animal was stolen Sunday night. Michelle Miller says she was gone for just a few hours when she returned to an empty home. When she walked in, she saw she was missing a gaming console, cash, and her puppy, Cardi. But her one-year-old French bulldog is not just her companion, it's also her emotional support animal. Miller suffers from severe panic attacks and anxiety and doesn't want to go through this alone.
Just please get to my dog. That's all I want. He can keep everything else. I just really need my dog back. I'm just really scared. I just want him back.
The police have an idea of who stole the emotional support animal and other property, but they say he lives in Chicago. We're not identifying him unless he is charged. Miller asked that people reach out to police if they have any information on Cardi's whereabouts. A bill getting a hearing in the state Senate today would make it easier for Wisconsinites to get access to contraceptives. From the Capitol now with more is political reporter Will Keneally.
Eric, the bill up for a hearing right now would allow pharmacists to prescribe birth control here in Wisconsin, where the bill authors hope that this would be a way to allow greater access to those drugs for people who may not have easy access to a doctor to receive a prescription.
Because the polls have varied over the years, but in the range of 90% supportive of this legislation. So we're literally doing what our constituents are asking us to do.
Under this bill, women seeking birth control would receive a blood pressure screening and answer a questionnaire. That could help determine whether there are other health conditions that she would need to follow up with a physician on. Now, the bill has already passed the state assembly like it did last year, but it failed in the state Senate last session. The bill's authors say that they think it'll have a better chance this time around. We'll hear more from them and doctors who advocate for this change coming up tonight at 6. Reporting from the Capitol, Will Keneally, News 3 Now.
Today is the preliminary hearing of that bill in the Senate. It'll likely get a committee vote later this year. New today, Boys and Girls Clubs of Dane County have received a generous donation from the American Family Insurance Dreams Foundation. The $300,000 will be used to provide crucial support to the Avid Tops and Tops College Success programs. These programs empower students in Dane County to excel academically and prepare for future success. The Avid Tops program has served hundreds of middle school, high school, and college students this academic school year and is a leading initiative in the state connected to college access and success for first-generation college students, low-income students, and students of color. The DNR is hosting an educational hunting webinar for people interested in learning how to hunt black bears. Today's webinar included information on bear biology and management, hunting rules and regulations, and common techniques for hunting Wisconsin's largest predator. Hunters play a critical role in bear management by providing biological data from harvested bears, which is crucial to population assessment and ensuring a healthy bear population.
Luckily, the interest in bear hunting continues to grow, which is a really awesome trend because unfortunately a lot of our other hunting sports are seeing a decline in participation. So to see this increase in interest has really been promising.
Bear hunting seasons vary by zones, but are scheduled to happen in September and early October. In southern Wisconsin, this year's season runs September 6th to October 10th. Last year, hunters harvested 3,800 bears in Wisconsin. New at 5, new questions arise about the secret investigation into sexual abuse at the Coast Guard Academy. According to documents, the assaults were treated as minor misconduct by Coast Guard Command and were usually covered up. The investigation ran from 2014 to 2019, but only reviewed sexual assaults from 1990 to 2006. Of the dozens of old cases examined, only one person was ever prosecuted, and that charge was dismissed when a court ruled the statute of limitations had run out. Many of the alleged perpetrators graduated and went on to high-ranking positions in the Coast Guard or other branches of the military. The controversy will likely be addressed Thursday when a commandant is set to appear before a Senate committee. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky leaves the NATO summit in Lithuania without an invitation to join NATO. But he is still calling the meeting a victory for his country after leaders promised more military and economic aid. Laura Aguirre has more as the summit wraps up.
All our allies agreed Ukraine's future lies in NATO.
The promise of future NATO membership for Ukraine, but no invitation yet.
Ukrainian delegation is bringing home significant security victory for the Ukraine, for our country, for our people, for our children.
Victory in the form of substantial security guarantees and aid, confirmed by G7 leaders Wednesday, designed to strengthen Ukraine's economic and military resilience against Russia's aggression.
You have to know that you spend this money for not just for fighting. You spend this money for our lives.
I hope we finally have put to bed the notion about whether or not Ukraine is welcome in NATO. It's going to happen.
Still, no timeline was given as NATO leaders balanced diplomacy and global security.
If Ukraine were admitted to NATO today, that would mean NATO would be at war with Russia today.
But the alliance did commit to streamlining Ukraine's path to membership. In Russia, the Kremlin issued a warning regarding summit events Wednesday, saying NATO security guarantees for Ukraine would only endanger Europe's future for years to come. A warning that didn't dent U.S. resolve.
We will not waver. We will not waver.
I'm Laura Aguirre reporting.
And now President Biden has one more stop on this trip. That is to Helsinki. Finland is one of the two most recent countries to join NATO, along with Sweden. Coming up, Gary has our latest complete forecast on this rainy Wednesday. Plus, Emmy nominations are out. We'll take a closer look at who made the list after the break. And later, two Racine County men are now Guinness World Record holders. Their story next hour on News 3 Now at 6. And checking the markets in midweek trading, the Dow closes up 86. The Nasdaq a strong day, climbing more than 158 points. The S&P adds 33. And we'll be right back.
Create the ultimate backyard getaway with the 11% off everything at Menards. We have the best selection of decking, blocks, grills, and outdoor furniture to transform your yard from ordinary to extraordinary. Save big money with our great garden center deals. It's the last call to pick up Bonnie plants. Right now, they're all on sale. Add a finishing touch to your landscaping with interlock edgers. Only 99 cents after rebate. And Anoka solar lights. Just $3.99 after 11% off.
Save big money at Menards.
At Lawton Cates, your life counts is more than just a slogan. It's connecting you with top medical specialists after a serious injury. It's holding the insurance company responsible for your lost wages and your hospital bills. It's a guarantee that we'll be with you every step of the way and won't accept anything less than the maximum payment you deserve. We'll speak with you for free, and there's no fee until we get results for you. Your life counts. Lawton Cates. Call us today.
Create your perfect room for entertaining, relaxing, and more with patio enclosures. Right now, get 25% off your sunroom. Plus, enjoy exceptional financing. Call today.
Patio enclosures.
You got me.
Hi, you're it.
Imagine a world with no drama. For the guarantee of high-quality promotional items delivered on time, go to 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain. Lean back and enjoy the summer savings at the Century House. Right now, get a $100 instant rebate for every $1,000 you spend on any qualifying stressless seating. The more you spend, the more you can save instantly. So furnish an entire room with the most comfortable seating in the world and watch the savings add up. Shop the Century House, 3420 University Avenue in Madison.
Solid core composite frame, triple pane windows.
Solid core composite frame, triple pane windows.
Solid core composite frame, triple pane windows.
From Scott the Window Guy at AHT Wisconsin Window.
I'm Scott the Window Guy from AHT Wisconsin Windows. Our solid core composite frame triple pane window is the most energy efficient window made for Wisconsin, no matter what the season.
Get free installation on any door or window purchase at scottthewindowguy.com.
A severe drought grips Wisconsin, and farmers are struggling to save their crops.
Tonight on News 3 Now, we explore the impact on the local farmers market and how they're adapting to this challenging situation. That's tonight at 6.
News 3 Now's Call for Action team gets results.
We're taking action for you.
Nearly 700 cases closed, more than $500,000 recovered, and we're not finished yet. When you need help, call for action only on News 3 Now. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
A California resident is frustrating some neighbors with an illegal backyard RV park in the San Fernando Valley. More than 20 RVs housing formerly homeless people are sitting on personal property. Neighbors say it started a few years ago, but they have finally had enough. Starting petitions, contacting lawyers. They want to keep the area free of debris, garbage, and illegal structures. Neighbors say the occupants of the 23 RVs dumped their sewage at the back gate of the neighborhood, creating a horrible smell for blocks.
I lived here about 30-some years, and I never had this problem. I want something to happen to clean up.
City council members promise improvement, but neighbors say the complaints were filed in January and nothing has been done. Neighbors even showed up at a community meeting to share their opinions, but no one from the city came. Meanwhile, the property owner has another court date scheduled for next week. Farmers Insurance is pulling all coverage out of the state of Florida, leaving 100,000 Floridians without insurance. The company issued a statement saying all types of insurance will be pulled from the state. Farmers says the hurricane-prone state is too much risk for the company. They also say they're leaving because Florida's legal system promotes litigation abuse and excess claims. Affected residents will get notifications about when the coverage ends, along with options to replace their policies. Farmer subsidiaries in Florida will still be offering coverage. Right now, water rescues and evacuations are underway in the Northeast, and nearly 70% of the U.S. population will endure temperatures into the 90s over the next week. Ivan Rodriguez now has the latest.
More than 50 million Americans will face life-threatening triple-digit temperatures this week.
This heat wave that we're experiencing right now can be fatal.
Nearly 70% of the U.S. population, from California to Florida, expected to endure sweltering temperatures at or above 90 degrees with no break in sight.
We continue to set new record highs for heat-associated deaths. Heat is a really serious public health hazard. We don't talk about it as seriously as we should all across the United States.
Meanwhile, no way, bro. In Vermont, rescues and evacuations are underway in Lamoille County after catastrophic floods triggered by a 1 in 1,000 year rainfall have devastated parts of the state.
We are still in an absolute crisis. We still have many rivers that are in moderate to major flood stage.
But as floodwaters recede in some places and people begin a massive cleanup effort, the threat of new floods is emerging, with another round of rain forecast to fall on already hard-hit areas Thursday and Friday.
This may not be over. With rain in the forecast and nowhere for it to go, we could see waters rise again.
We have to continue to be vigilant and mindful that more flooding is a very real possibility. This is going to be a years, if not a decade-long recovery for the state of Vermont.
I'm Ivan Rodriguez reporting.
Well, time now for a look at our first warn forecast, and it was a welcome sight for many eyes here, Gary, to see that rain falling.
Yeah, the rainfall certainly widespread and generally a decent type of rainfall across most of southern Wisconsin. You can see a lot of blue there, pockets of heavier rain around Madison, also some pockets of heavier rain across parts of northeastern Iowa. But for the most part, most of southern Wisconsin saw between 1 and 2 inches or a little bit more of rain. Got a report from Jerry in Barneveld that he had 2.25 inches. I checked our rain gauge on the southeast or southwest side of Madison. We had a little over 1.5 inches. The airport so far 1.46 inches of rain, and that's actually a record for the date. So in the middle of a drought, we have a day with a record amount of rainfall. Southeastern Wisconsin still getting some rain, so those totals will go up a little bit. But again, it was a very nice widespread rain across southern Wisconsin. Not a lot in the way of lightning, but you can see some thunderstorms that moved out of southern Greene County. There was a brief tornado warning for southern portions of Greene County, but we haven't seen any reports of damage there. And now that line of storms is moving off toward the east. You can see northern Illinois under a tornado watch until 10 p.m. But once that little line of storms passes by, that will pretty much be it, at least as far as the severe weather threat. Out to the west, there's still plenty of clouds, and with all that moisture now on the ground, and we cool off tonight, we'll probably see some areas of fog as well. 6-hour future track radar shows most of the rain moving off to the east, and again, the severe weather threat coming to an end across northern Illinois. Highest severe weather threat into the Chicago area where those storms are heading right now, but I think for the rest of southern Wisconsin, we're looking pretty good. 3 things you need to know: mainly low chances now for showers and thunderstorms for the rest of tonight through tomorrow night, and maybe a little bit better chance on Friday, and then a slight chance of a shower or storm on Sunday. Otherwise, we're looking at warm temperatures starting tomorrow and lasting through all of next week, with high temperatures around 90 by the end of the week, but only slim chances for rain next week. Maybe Wednesday night into Thursday morning. That's about the only thing I have in the forecast. You can see on Weather Track this little curl in the storm system that's moving on through with a strong jet stream kind of pushing it along. That's what fueled the thunderstorms, mainly to the south across northern Illinois. We just had the widespread light to moderate moderate rain. 62 for the overnight low temperature. Those temperatures holding nearly steady overnight with perhaps a shower or a thunderstorm, but also some areas of fog forming. For tomorrow, look for partly sunny skies. It'll be warmer. Just getting the sun back, we'll get the high to 83, and just an outside chance of a shower or a thunderstorm. You can see on Future Track beginning tomorrow afternoon, a shower or storm in maybe a few spots, 10 to maybe 20% coverage at best. Notice by 4 p.m., the better chances shifting to the east. Much of southern Wisconsin dry for tomorrow evening. A chance for a shower or thunderstorm tomorrow night. Notice those temperatures staying mild, generally in the mid to low 60s. And then as we head into Friday, again, a chance for a shower or thunderstorm, but now even the computer models are backing off on that a little bit, and high temperatures will be in the lower to middle 80s. Rainfall amounts, again, if there are any more heavier thunderstorms over the next couple of days, heavier amounts of 1 to 2 inches. Many areas probably less than 1/4 of an inch, but at least we got a widespread rain today. First warn 7 to 10 day forecast, middle 80s through the weekend. Again, shower or thunderstorm chances on Friday, a slight chance on Sunday, and then those temperatures rising from the lower 80s at the beginning of the week to around 90 by the end of the week, and just a chance for a shower or thunderstorm Wednesday night into Thursday morning of next week. Otherwise, looks like it'll be dry again. As we look at our first warn traffic, right now things looking pretty good along the Beltline. Just a bit of a slowdown on the eastbound side approaching Monona Drive. That's pretty typical, at least right now on the Beltline. About a 20-minute trip on the eastbound Beltline, 17 minutes back on the westbound Beltline, mainly because of rain. Inbound from Sun Prairie to downtown is about a 19-minute trip. Heading outbound from the Beltline to Janesville on I-3990 is 26 minutes, 16 minutes Middleton to Sauk City on US 12. Outbound downtown to Sun Prairie on East Washington Avenue is 19 minutes. That's your News 3 Now First Warn traffic.
All right, Gary, thank you. NASA's James Webb Space Telescope marks a major milestone today, celebrating it by releasing a new image. This newly released swirling, colorful close-up shows a star-forming region about 390 light years away. That is the closest star-forming region to us. 1 year ago, the world received the first images from the $10 billion telescope floating 930,000 miles from Earth. NASA Administrator Bill Nelson says every new image Webb sends back is a new discovery.
What you're seeing is a star nursery. It's a swirl of gas and dust, and it produces stars, and it'll spit these stars out along those edges where the orange turns bright.
Now, in its first year of operation, the telescope has looked deeper into space and further back in time than ever before. NASA says the Webb telescope has enough fuel to operate for at least 20 more years. The 75th annual Emmy nominations are out, and HBO is dominating the list. 3 of the cable network's hits, Succession, The Last of Us, and The White Lotus, racked up 74 nominations total. Succession leads the way this year with 27 nods. Ted Lasso has a chance for a 3rd win in a row for Best Comedy Series, but looming over today's announcement is another possible strike that could further rattle the entertainment industry. SAG-AFTRA, the union representing thousands of actors in film and television, posted photos of strike signs that are ready to go. Its contract with the major Hollywood studios is set to expire at midnight tonight. If that happens, the Emmy Awards show could be postponed to next year instead of September. Coming up, good news for shoppers. A new report shows inflation is easing. What it could mean for interest rates next at 5. Stay with us.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Fry Construction invites you to celebrate summer with our hot summer sale. We're talking about hot savings of 23%. Many of your neighbors already know how we strive to meet and exceed expectations with each and every project. That's why they voted us Best Roofer 3 years in a row. Experience the best of Madison for yourself with Fry Construction. Get on board for our hot summer sale. Save 23% off gutters with any full roofing or siding project. Schedule your consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
I'm Megan Tim, Director of Community Health at SSM Health. You may know us as healthcare providers, but we live here too. And as good neighbors, we know our community thrives when we take care of each other. That's why SSM Health and News 3 Now are sharing the keys to health. Watch for our expert information and advice on air, online, and at fun local events. Join SSM Health and News 3 Now, and together we'll unlock a healthier community by taking time for kids.
Attention, Wisconsin veterans.
I'm Tony Evers, the Governor of Wisconsin. If
you are a veteran struggling to pay for rent, utilities, or other life-sustaining services, I want you to know that the Veterans Rental Assistance Program is here to help. So call 833-WISC-VRAP or visit vrapwi.com. You've always been there for us. We want you to know that we're here for you.
Special report.
Spectrum brings us Spectrum One, where Spectrum Internet, advanced Wi-Fi, and unlimited mobile come together to keep you seamlessly connected wherever you are!
Switch to Spectrum One and get 300 megabit internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and one free line of unlimited mobile with no contract. Call 1-833-743-4999.
The Coopers here just got Spectrum One. Why did you switch?
With Spectrum One, we get a super fast, reliable connection. Look, with Spectrum Internet, I can stream Spectrum News across all our devices.
And the advanced Wi-Fi has enhanced security and privacy features that automatically block online threats, keeping our family and devices safe and secure.
How reliable is Spectrum Mobile?
It's a super reliable service coast to coast.
And it includes nationwide 5G.
Switch to Spectrum One and get 300 megabit internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and one free line of unlimited mobile with the fastest wireless speeds. Call 1-833-743-4999 or visit a Spectrum store today.
There's nothing better than a great night's sleep on a new Beauty Rest mattress from Steinhafels. Right now, Beauty Rest Queen mattresses start at just $2.99. Or upgrade to the luxury and comfort of a Beauty Rest Black. Queen Beauty Rest Black mattresses start at just $49 per month when you use Steinhafels' special 72-month financing. Plus, you get $300 in Steinhafels cash. Steinhafels is your sleep solution destination. Shop in-store or online at steinhafels.com.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Inflation shot up during the pandemic, but a new government report shows it's getting closer to normal levels now. Skylar Henry breaks down those numbers.
Prices at the pump are down more than $1 in the past year, according to AAA. That's good news for Adam Ross. He's buying gas for his truck and his boat.
That was about $520 to fill up. This year, I think it was around $340 to fill it up. So, I mean, the difference is drastic this year compared to last.
A trip to the grocery store is still expensive, but prices in June ticked down from the previous month, with eggs and milk seeing significant declines. That helped get inflation to 3% in June, the lowest level in more than 2 years, and way down from the 9.1% we saw last year.
We are looking to see that inflation rate come down to closer to 2%. That's where it was before the pandemic began.
Inflation moving closer to normal comes after the Federal Reserve boosted interest rates 10 times over the past 16 months. Last month, the Fed hit pause on another rate hike, but that's expected to change when the board meets later this month.
It is likely that we see the Fed go up by 1/4 percentage point. We'd be at 5.25 to 5.5% in the federal funds rate. And if so, that would be the highest level in 16 years.
The Fed has said it will continue to raise rates as needed until inflation gets down to 2%. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Washington.
And we'll have a final check of your first warn forecast in just a moment.
Rider chips. Just taking a break. That window's a bear.
Don't worry. My cousin's got a guy.
Hey, I'm not sure I can help you with the house gas, but I can help you replace this window fast.
Let the experts at Feldco kickstart your summer with 2-for-1 windows and no interest until 2025. Plus, we'll get it done Feldco fast.
2-for-1 windows won't last long. Hurry. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco. Summer fun means one thing. It's time to visibly say goodbye to crow's feet, fine lines, wrinkles, and under-eye bags, and say hello to smooth, beautiful, younger-looking skin in 10 minutes with Plexiderm.
Oh my God. I can't believe I have no lines in my face. I'm like 20 years younger.
Plexiderm smooths away wrinkles without foundation, without color makeup, and without expensive procedures. And it works in 10 minutes. Plus, the results last up to 10 hours. And best of all, you could try it for only $14.95 this summer.
This isn't the first time I've been on TV raving about this product. It's amazing. My friends, my family, they can't believe it. There's been creams, there's been lotions. Nothing works like this.
We were away on vacation. If you go down to the islands, they always want to take you in a booth and put some stuff on you. And my husband said, boy, that stuff really works. And I said, I washed this off hours ago. This is Plexiderm. This is what works.
When I tried Plexiderm the first time, my daughter said, oh, Dad, did you get a haircut? And I said, no, I tried this Plexiderm product out. Oh, you look so much younger. I said, oh, thank you.
The instant results are from naturally based silicates found in shell clay. Once applied, your skin tightens and firms, rapidly reducing under eye bags and wrinkles from view in minutes. The science is incredible, but the results are even better.
No, this looks really good. All these lines are gone. Amazing. Oh, I shouldn't say that. I look amazing. It's like so full of myself.
I've had under eye bags for a very long time, and it sucks. Finally, I tried something called Plexiderm. I put it on my face, and I'm not joking. It works.
So take action this summer and pack up your under eye bags and wrinkles and put them on vacation with Plexiderm. Try our summertime special and get it for only $14.95. Plus, get free shipping. Visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
You've probably heard by now, but Wanakee Remodeling has been transforming homes for the better part of half a century by installing materials that stand the test of time from a team of trusted home pros. Our design team delivers a turnkey experience for your interior or exterior remodeling project, leaving you with a home you'll love. At Wanakee Remodeling, we'll never stop improving. Right now, get a special window offer. Buy one window, get one 40% off with special financing. Visit WanakeeRemodeling.com for more.
We've got a lot of news coming up. We head to one of the deadliest beaches in the country to uncover the hidden dangers of the water, the tips you need to avoid rip currents this summer. That's all tonight here on the CBS Evening News.
And Gary's back. Final check of the forecast.
Yeah, the rain is starting to shift east of Madison right now. There's the live view from the WISC-TV Skycam. Still some showers here. The rain has stopped in Platteville, but the clouds remain. You can see most of the rain now east of Dane County. The thunderstorms cross northern Illinois, so really no severe weather threat here. 6-hour future track radar kind of clears us out this evening, although we can't rule out a pop-up shower or thunderstorm at some point.
All right, Gary. We're back in 30 minutes for News 3 Now at 6. CBS Evening News is next.